Hi guys, today we're going to start with part 3 of your physics presentation. And today we're going to do how to insert audio into your presentation. All right, so right now you have already brought in your presentation into the Keynote. You have shared it with your partner, so you are collaborating with your partner or your partners. And so you see your presentation like I have my presentation to the left, and you see the More menu to the right, like I have here. Now, the More menu is that 3 dots with a circle around it to the right of the Sharing Person menu. Okay, so these are the basic menu commands for Keynote. Okay, so the things that you may want to notice here are transition and builds. So that will allow you to add a transition in between your slides. Um, and that's the ones that you need to look at probably for your slide presentation. Now, to create audio for your presentation, you are going to want to press the plus sign at the very top side of your screen. It's right next to where it says noise presentation, and you're going to press the plus. And when I do that, it says photo or video, camera, record audio, image gallery, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to record audio. Now, what this does is this records audio on every single slide that you do. So you can record audio. If you mess up, you can record it again. You don't have to add it if you make a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrate my presentation here. You guys might find that interesting or cheesy or whatever, but I didn't design it to be like a really heavy duty case study, but you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes to doing a presentation. Okay, so I'll just show you how to put audio on there. So as you see that I press the plus, I'm going to press record audio. So I'm pressing that right now. You see that the top screen has highlighted, and you see that there's a little record button that is on. And so all you have to do is down at the bottom of your screen, you press the record here when you want to record. And then make sure you know what you want to say. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the quarantine noise situation at my house. So one of the things that I noticed is that once we were all trapped here in the house for quarantine, that the noise level went up. So what I wanted to do was to do a scientific case study. And so that's what I did for my physics project on noise. I did a quarantine noise study. Then you press stop, okay? Now, if you're satisfied with what you did, you can press insert at the top right. Now, if you look down at the bottom right-hand side, you can see that you can edit your audio. Now, I'm not going to go into that, but you guys can play around with that. All you have to do is move around your audio like I'm doing here, and then you can edit part of your audio. Like, at the very beginning, I said, okay, like you could say and get rid of that. You can also preview your audio and listen to it and make sure that you say what you wanted to say. Now, if you're happy with what you said, what you wanted to say, you press insert at the top right-hand side. So I'm going to do that right now. Insert. Now, you see that it created a little microphone speaker type guy. Now, this doesn't show in your final project, but one thing I recommend is that you just take it with your finger and then drag it to the left hand or whatever side of your slide is empty, okay? That way you're not like blocking your view or whatever, and you feel confident that whatever's going on there is able to be seen. Okay, so I'm done with this slide. You have to do every slide individually. You can't record your audio for the whole presentation and then expect it to go and play from the very end, because what it will do is it will insert itself to the very last slide. So what you want to do is you want to record the audio for every single slide you do. Okay, so I'm going to do the next slide. All right, here's the next slide. So, okay, so I'm talking about the parental quarantine subjects. Okay, so I'm going to press, well, actually, I have the record audio menu up. That's in the plus menu. Okay, so I'm going to press record audio. Now, it doesn't start recording audio until you actually press the record button. So I'm going to press the record button here. In the case study in the quarantine subject's house, we noticed that there was an increase in 80s music from the Harris-Sumida parents. Now, this caused the children to be unhappy, and they retaliated with their own level of noise. As a result, the noise level in the Harris-Sumida house went up by a certain percentage. All right, now as you can see, I'm finished with that audio, so I'm going to press Insert. All right, you see that I have my little, oh, I'm messing up here, as you can see that, but I'm going to get my little sound icon and just move it out of the way. All right. Now, if I want to continue with this, I can go on to my next slide and I can press record audio, and I can go on to my next slide and I can press record audio, and I can keep going, and then at the very end you have your works cited, and then that would be your last slide. So you would want to have your conclusions, you would want to have your recommendations, you would want to have your questions, and so all of that would be included at the end of your slideshow. Okay, so that's basically how you do that. And then you can preview your slideshow by pressing the play button for your presentation. The play button for your presentation is the play button right next to, right to the right of where it says your title for your presentation. So my title is Noise Presentation 2. So I'm going to press the play button. So here we go. Oops, let's go back to the beginning. Let me mess up. Let me press the beginning. So here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the quarantine noise situation at my house. So one of the things that I noticed is that once we were all trapped here in the house for quarantine, that the noise level went up. So what I wanted to do was to do a scientific case study. And so that's what I did for my physics project on noise. I did a quarantine noise study. In the case study in the quarantine subject's house, we noticed that there was an increase in 80s music from the Harris-Sumida parents. Now, this caused the children to be unhappy, and they retaliated with their own level of noise. As a result, the noise level in the Harris-Sumida house went up by a. Okay, now as you can see, I have not finished with any of the others of that, but I'm finished with this particular video. So this is the end of part 3, how you record the audio in your Keynote presentation. If you have any questions, make sure to email Mr. Hogan or myself, C. Harris, Mrs. Harris, and we'll be glad to help you with this. All right, have a great day.